Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got a new shave of the day with something new in the house. Here we go. We got Rambling Man from Stirling. Got a sample puck right here of Rambling Man. The scent is odd. Let's just put it that way. I find this one odd. It's like I can smell citrus on the top. It's very musky and woody. Definitely, it's probably the sandalwood. More sandalwood forward, I would say. Musk and sandalwood with a top hint of citrus in there. Not much. It's not very strong. So there's something in there. Now, when you lather it up in the bowl, it's musky. Very musky. It's like almost wet dog. It's like, that's kind of like what I'm smelling here. It's a lot musk forward. And I'm not sure if I'm enjoying this or not. Once I get it on the face, we'll find out. Now, the brush right here is a stag brush. It belonged to one of my grandfathers. I can't remember which one, though. It's like over the years, they kind of mingled and not sure which one's which. But this is stag brush. It's a boar brush, I believe. Soaked it all up. We're also going to go with grab my towel here. The Astra blades with the Star razor. Another one of my grandfather's. So I'm not sure. They might have gone together. It could be what I want on my dad's side. His razor and brush. I do believe that's probably true. But we'll go with the Astra blades with this one. Now, I do have, without thinking today, I grabbed the Parasso instead of the Barbasol. Wasn't even thinking, just reached up and grabbed it and started putting, like, oh, okay. We're going with the Parasso today. So I got a little bit of menthol going on right now. All right. Let's just lather this up on the face. Yeah. Definitely has a bird popping out. Well, I don't use these older brushes very often. They're shed. Very soft though. You can tell this has been used a lot over the years. Very soft brush. Now, definitely you can smell sandalwood and musk. Very forward. Not sure if, like I said, I don't know if this one's for me or not. Probably will have to use it a few more times. But, that's the thing about all these soaps is that there's so many out there. If you don't like it, it's like, that's what I love about Stirling is that you can order a bunch of samples out. You're not out a lot of money. It's like $3.50 for a 1 ounce sample. You're like, I'm willing to spend $3.50 on a 1 ounce sample. You get a lot of shaves out of an ounce sample. And it's like, I'm not really sure if I like that one or not. You try it a few more times, like, definitely not going to order that one out of the tub. There's some other ones like, yes, I want that out of the tub, and that is what's going to be in the mix a lot. Because a lot of the stuff you see up on my shelf up there is a lot of, I'm a citrus guy. Fruit, citrus, cedar. Those are a lot of my favorite scents when it comes to shaving. Wow, that blade is working good. Like, wow, it knocked it down really quick. There's hardly anything left up there. This old Star razor, they are not expensive. When I was looking around for a fat boy, just type in razor, vintage razor on eBay. It's like, Wow, these Star Razors are going for nothing. You know, probably because there's not a high demand for them, I imagine. Everybody wants the Gillette. It's like you're talking 30 something, $40 to get a Gillette adjustable like a Black Beauty or a, you know, the Slims. They're in good condition. It's like $3 I think I paid for mine when out of the store. It's like dime a dozen. They weren't very expensive at all. First pass felt good. Alright. Now, I need to get on the talk to my dad on the phone. So I haven't seen him in person in a year. The only time we talk is on the phone. It's like he's 80-something years old. And yeah, they're hunkered down because of all this stuff that's going on in the world right now. He is definitely an Old Spice guy. Talk to him, he's like, Old Spice, he would always use Old Spice shave soap and stuff out of the puck and aftershave. It was like, I remember, I think I was 4. One of the first Christmases I really remember. I remember when I was 3 at Christmas time, but I remember my first gifts I got when I was about 4. That was the 60s. And my parents got us Old Spice soap on the rope. We thought that was so cool, my brother and I. I hear that blade just ring, ring. Working good. And that was really my first experience with a Old Spice. My uncle, who lived next door, he bought a soap on the rope in the form of, it was like little footballs. And I think it was leather smelling. That's what comes to mind. We weren't as happy as others, other than the we like the Old Spice stuff better, and those Avon stuff too. You get all that Avon soaps, and my grandmother was an Avon person. She'd always give us, everybody got Avon for Christmas. That and Old Spice. I have a box downstairs I should break out. I'm talking a box of nothing but the old Avon colognes or aftershaves. Just sitting in a box wrapped up. Some of them still have Oh, probably there is some probably leather and Taj, I think it's called Ta Winds or something like that. Should break those out, put them in the mix. A lot of that stuff got boxed up after couldn't find the razor blades for a while. I just started using nothing but Old Spice. The heady days of nothing available. Yeah. Let's see. Here's one. Here we go. Right here. Old Avon. This is leather. It's a different, slightly different smell, more a little citrusy leather compared to the English leather. But it's, you know, it works. A large container like this will last you a long time. There's like 5-6 ounces of this thing. Yeah. So it will last you, seems like, forever for some of this stuff. Alright, let's go against the grain here. Can hear that blade just singing. You can tell the difference when you here. It's like, that's one of the reasons I don't use those brushes very often. They are starting to shed. Imagine it's because the glue that's in them is drying out, or is dried out. So they just fall out now. So someday I'll figure out how to redo them. I know it's, you need to buy a new knot for them. Come on. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, something to think about. There we go. You get that one hair that just drives you nuts. Soap on the handle. When you get soap on the handle, it keeps turning. Slippery as snot. That's the one problem I have with that Can-C Gillette. If you get any soap on it, it's like whoosh. It's like when I first got that thing. I was like, man, this thing is, I wasn't sure I liked it or not. I liked the head. One thing about the Star Razor, it's a little more aggressive. Like if you compare it, if you have a King C Gillette, it's a little more aggressive. Not much, but a little bit. A little bit of stinging right through here. Might want to use, there it is. Not bad. Typical. Really didn't need it. Just a little bit of stinging right here. Like I said, every time I go relax, like when you got a pronounced jowling, there's like a 90-degree angle right there. It's like you get that angle correctly going up, and then when you hit that angle, it's like, oh, not right. And you're trying to make that transition, keeping that angle right, and it just doesn't work. Well, I'm like, with this soap, I was just trying to figure out what would go with it, and I'm going with Pinaud Clubman Vanilla. Yeah, that works. That vanilla smell adds a nice little, adds to that scent. Now that I've gone through a complete shave with that Rambling Man, my opinion's a little bit different, because I don't know if my sensory aspect of it is adjusted to it, it's overpowered it or what, but I don't mind it now. It's like when you first start shaving this stuff, sometimes your initial scent of it goes, oh, I'm not sure, but once you put water on it, get it going, it can change. It's the same thing as like if you're ever into drinking like whiskey or rum or anything like that, and you add a little bit of water to it, it changes. The scents that come out change. So after lathering this up, you do get that musky scent to it that comes out of it. It's not bad. It's a little overpowering in the beginning, but I think once your nose gets used to it, I think, or maybe it's dissipated enough that it's like any type of aftershave that has musk in it. Eventually it will tone down, and I think that's what we're getting now. So that was a pretty good shave. That was Rambling Man from Stirling. Pretty good stuff. I don't mind it. It's like when it comes time to order a full-size tub of it, it might be something to think about. Not bad. So that was Stirling Rambling Man. Use a Star Razor with some Astra blades. Great combination. Oh, it was just a nice smooth shave with that. And I was using an old Stag boar brush. This thing is soft, really soft. You can tell it's been used a lot. It's wearing down. It's had its day, but it still works. So that is my shave of the day. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you've been watching and you're not sure, hit the subscribe button. Stick around for a while. All right. We'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.